ladies and gentlemen, we have started the official second episode of the Imbangium podcast. Before we continue, I just want to thank this week's sponsor, which is my parents.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for giving birth to us and
Feeding us.
and clothing us, and being able to. My other brother is doing a pantomime or something.
No, I understood it.
What was that?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Anyways, also the second sponsor for this week is Natalie Designs.
Wow. All right. I bet she didn't know that.
Check her out. She is a graphic designer, home based here in Calgary, but can design anything around the world. So check out her website at www.natalinedesigns.com.
How is that spelt?
Natlin.
Wow. Nice try.
What? No.
That was a good attempt.
I hope so. Nataline, right?
Yeah.
Nata.
Yeah.
Line.
And you completely forgot an A.
Nataline. Line. Designs.com. Okay? Is that better?
Yeah, no, that's
Okay,
fantastic.
perfect. I can't spell. I need a sip of my coffee. But what did you do yesterday?
Well, not just me, but all of us.
What did we do yesterday?
We got into a sticky situation that we had to get ourselves out of, also known as an escape room.
A locked room of sorts, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
And we had to unlock locks.
Yeah, it's like a lock. It's like a locked box.
Not to be confused with the Chinese restaurant Wok Box.
Also not to be confused with the way you keep your socks on your feet, sock locks.
No, how about that old television show that we used to watch on YTV here in Canada called Squawk Box?
Or, I'm not going to continue.
Do you remember that TV show?
Not specifically
you don't
Squawk
see that?
Box.
I've never seen that.
All I remember from like my childhood YTV is Phil and Snot.
Yeah, Snit.
Snit. That's it.
He was
Whoops.
He was a piece of chewing gum that came to life.
With a TV inside of him, and someone's teeth just going. That's all it was. It was some dude talking.
My favorite from Squawk Box, that television show, was the Fart Connoisseurs. Do you remember that?
No, this
like there
is
would
Squawk
be two
Box
kids.
with Ed Bradenben.
Yes, I think so.
He was in it. Okay,
I could be wrong. No, that's a game show one that he was in, right?
I don't know.
Anyways, they would have two kids. They would be sitting on a picnic bench, and one would let one loose, let it rip, and then the other one would smell it and describe it like as if they were tasting wine.
Wow, that sounds amazing. That sounds like Key and Peele would do a sketch of something like that.
Maybe, but you should check it out. Find it on YouTube and type in Fart Connoisseur, and I'm sure you'll be able to
Fart
find it.
Connoisseur.
It's so funny.
Wow.
But the locked room is the second time I've done one,
And me as well.
yeah, Darian's second time, but Daryl's done it
It was my fourth
time.
My fourth time. I'm an expert. I can say that.
I think once you've seen the locks, the types of locks, and how to solve different puzzles, I'm sure that you get better and better at it.
It's not so much the types of locks; it's being able to like take your surroundings and see what you need to discover and solve.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I mean, I really enjoyed.
The last time we did it, we got stuck.
Well, that was only because the locks didn't work 90% of the time. So.
I hope the place that we went to last time continues to fix and get better, but yeah, it wasn't too. I thought it was only going to be that one room again, but it was actually a room, a hallway, and then another room.
Yeah, I liked it.
Which was that was cool. I think that was cool, like being able to move forward and not be stuck in one spot and solving these riddles, right? Mm-hmm. So I think I helped solve like one riddle out of the whole thing.
I know I was able to tell a few of them fairly quickly. I mean, we were able to get out of our cells. So how this one was, we were split up Half the group was in one cell, the other half in another. Sort of similar to our experience with your guys' first locked room. But there was way more to it, and I really liked the complexity of it all.
I liked it. I liked it too, considering that I was able to get you guys out by being a retard, right? And I'm going like, look, I have to clap here and stomp there, and then you're like, oh, it's the numbers, and
Oh
you
my God.
guys got out as soon as I said that. You were able to unlock your lock, which I was very proud of, and then the rest I just sat in the chair and let you guys solve it. Yeah, I think it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was Sheila's first time and Josh's first time.
Yeah, who else was there? Adam.
Yeah,
and
Adam.
Ellie.
Adam. I've gone with Adam to all 4 of the ones that I've gone to. So
Hello, Adam, Sheila, Ellie, and Joshua.
And yeah, no, that's. I have a credit now because there was only 7 of us. So
Oh, you have.
What does that mean?
that means I had 7, but I paid for 8, but only 7 showed up. So now I have a credit for 1.
That,
so I can
that's
pay for
actually a pretty
3.
good. That's a good.
Yeah,
that's
it-
a decent.
It's a good way to bring repeat business kind of thing.
Well, I mean, you paid for all, and Rolo should have came, but we couldn't get
Yeah,
anybody
that's-
to watch the kids.
That's understandable.
No, but I really liked it too because, it was dark. Actually,
Oh my goodness.
that was pretty funny. At the beginning, I thought, wow, we're going to have to solve this thing with this blinking light.
Yeah.
The strobe light.
You know what? It would be funny if they actually, it would have been a way better, more confusing time if you weren't allowed to switch that.
Well, Ellie was telling me that her friend had gone to the same one that we did, and they spent a majority of their time in those cells,
Yeah.
which is a little sad.
Yeah, but I mean, like, was that their first lock room? That's the real question, right?
I guess.
If it's their first lock room, I'm sure that they've never encountered anything like that. You've seen the directional locks, you've seen the combination locks, you've seen how to gather the information and the clues already 3 times previous, right?
One of the biggest things, and Adam brought it up after when we were discussing, is that there weren't any like clues to fake you out, which was, I liked it. I liked the fact that the clues were straight to the point, and when you were done with one thing that dealt with that one clue, you didn't have to go to it again.
Yeah,
right?
you'd stop it, right? Like that's what I was saying too. We were trying to
See if there was more
use
to
the
another
black
thing.
light thing to see if there was more clues to black light. But once you solve that part, they stopped it and it didn't screw you over. Now, if there are locked rooms that every time you collect a new item and move and progress that way, I think that would be probably pretty cool if you think about it. You can't solve it without the next item that you've just solved the previous item with.
Yeah.
You have to combine all of those items.
to make it a super item.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you hear about that one?
No.
Oh, there's actually one like that?
I heard it on the Rooster Teeth podcast where they were like in a magician's type escape room, and then at one point they had to like combine all these lights into a pole or a staff, and then like put a staff into like a hole
That's
in the ground,
sweet.
and then like lights would be reflecting everywhere, and they would
What?
do something like that.
I want that.
I think it
I
was
want
something
that.
like that. Something like
I
that.
want that same feeling of like being in a pyramid thing, and the light comes in. You have to bounce it here and there and everywhere.
I'm sure that there's one like that, but I mean, if you're collecting something to create a one big thing, I think that's a really really smart move for those designers, the game designers.
I think
for that, right?
it really depends on the type of locked room it is.
Yeah, I think it also has to do with like if the locked room was designed that way. For example, the one that we did,
Yeah.
it was designed to when we got
there's a
into the
theme.
lock room.
There's a
There's a
theme to
theme
it.
to it. The person that was in there was like, here's your first big clue, and he gave us, and we were just like, we know what to look for, and then everything led to the next thing.
The really big thing as well, aside from all of the other items inside the locked room, like the puzzles, the clues, and stuff like that. I think the big thing with the locked room, aside from the team building aspect to it, is if you're gonna go into it with someone that you don't like, you'll never get out.
Maybe that was.
I think it's that's why I separated myself from you, Daryl. It's not that we don't like each other. It's because if I say whatever the heck that was, if I say this, if I go, Daryl, I need you to go to one place, and I need you to do this, you're going to be like, well, why would I want to do that? You know what I mean?
Well, no, because look, if you're wrong, you're wrong. You just have to. You just have to agree.
See,
to
that's
that.
why. That's why when and then when I'm right and you're wrong, and
No,
then
no,
you're,
no.
you're kind of like,
No,
well,
no,
I guess
no.
that's how
Listen.
it is.
So
So you were gonna.
I was gonna just be a dick.
Yeah.
I just
That's why.
stopped myself.
That's why I separate myself from you, and we put Daryl, Joshua in there. Now you and I will probably have to do a locked room together, just you and me. It's like, how far did you get? We didn't solve one puzzle.
How small do those get?
There are some
people,
that
right?
you can. I think there are 4 people rooms that you can go with just 2. But I think they want to get the most out of their money, and they try and max out the rooms as much as possible. So,
Well, I don't know if there were people waiting there. There were just a couple waiting for a room to open up, I guess.
yeah, it could be possible. I don't know, but you'd think for a business like that, you'd want to get as many people in a time slot, right? So,
Yeah.
as a business,
or fill your hours as much as you can.
Yeah.
Right? That's another thing too that you're looking at. I think it's a really fun thing. I think there's like 3 or 4 locked room things in Calgary.
in my count, when I was doing research for my company, I've been to 4 different ones.
4 different ones. Some are good, some are great, and some are meh.
Some are, if it's not like maintained properly, then you can have people like Mike who can just brute force their way out of a directional keypad.
Yeah, Mike was pretty good. Mike was pretty good with that.
Yeah.
And he got out.
Yeah, no, it's great fun. I mean, I want to see how it is if we can get like 2 small groups
That'd be fun.
of 4, and then see who does the thing the fastest.
That would be a cool little competition type of thing, right?
Yeah, it would be interesting on how people try and solve, like, and then talking about it later. So
Where did the lock room originate from? Do you guys know?
I want to say I think it started in New York.
Apparently, there was a crap ton in Europe for a very long time, and they just said that it just started coming over here to Canada. At least I heard, but they said that they had lock rooms in there for the longest time.
Do you think in Japan they have lock capsules where you have to get yourself
Out of the capsule.
out of a capsule?
I don't think that. There's probably one clue, and if they don't get it, they're stuck there for the hour.
I mean, they're Asian; they should be able to solve
well,
it.
if you shove like 5 or 6 people inside one capsule,
They die of lack of oxygen.
no. But that was really fun. We should do that again. I totally would recommend any company to check out level 1 locked rooms up in 16th Ave.
Yep, I would
East
recommend
here
them
in
for
Canada.
sure.
Yeah, they were great. I think with a properly maintained facility, the people were really nice, I think too, and you got to take a picture, and it showed you what time. If you won, you'd still take a picture. If you lost, you'd take a picture, and I think it was a whole bunch of fun, wholesome fun.
Wholesome
Right.
fun. Speaking of wholesome fun,
Your segues suck.
what? You don't find Pokemon wholesome fun?
Yeah, well, Pokemon will have to wait for a couple of seconds because we have a couple of sponsors.
Oh,
Aside from the first 2 in the podcast.
can we thank our parents again?
Again, I want to thank Mom and Dad for listening to and housing me for the last 27 years of my life.
Last
Until-
27?
Yeah, because
So what about when you were?
housed,
Yeah,
they-
what
you were
happened when you
from
were
1
like
to 6?
1 to 4?
No. They housed me for 27 years and I left. Right?
Okay.
And they're continuing to house Darian and Francis, so that's okay. And I also want to give a shout out to our weekly sponsor, Ellie of NatalineDesigns.com. If you're looking for a logo or a website redesign or anything related to the design field for your company, check out natalinedesigns.com. It's Nataline Designs with an S.
I mean, did you not do your research?
How about you live with her?
How about it's yeah?
Hold on, there's the fact checker.
Yeah.
Fact checker says there is an S.
Factoter.
Factoter.
Fat toad.
What's the website there, Darian?
What is it?
The website?
Yeah, it is. This is it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It is nataliedesigns.com.
Nataline.
Nataline, yeah.
Nataline.
Nataline.
Spell that.
NATALINE designs.com.
There you go. Check her out. And also, there are sub-sponsors as well. The first one is Daryl. Check him out on YouTube and Twitch, DERYELL, if you're looking for some good, wholesome family fun.
Don't look for me if you're looking
for... you can find him on Twitch and on YouTube as well. He is a Let's Play gamer, and he keeps his sites pretty up to date. The second sub-sponsor is Beer Republic. Find him on www.youtube.com/beerrepublic.
Why did you get the full URL?
I didn't.
You just said
I didn't even do HTTPS
You
/
did-
www.
You did a more full URL.
Well,
This is.
I don't know why.
I think you're playing favorites.
because that's me. Find me on YouTube.com/beerrepublic. I usually post videos once a week. Actually, I'm going to post a video here tonight about my experience at the Locked Room.
Indeed.
So check that out. And if you're also wondering, you can check out Imbangium. Imbangium has a Facebook page,
Hey.
a Twitter,
Whoa.
and also an Instagram. No, we don't have one of those, do we? We have a Spreaker.
Do you think an audio podcast deserves an Instagram?
You know what? I think we have to let the people in on what we're planning. Now, here's the topic before we go into Pokemon. Okay, what is Imbangium? We still don't know. So if you know,
What?
Send us an email at imbangium@gmail.com. Yeah.
Wait, do we have that set up?
If you have any questions, we have that set up. We had to set it up to get
everything else.
Everything else.
All right.
If you have any questions for us, don't hesitate to give us a shout on email. We are. Why are you
Just
laughing?
tweet at us.
Just tweet us.
Just
Don't.
tweet us. No.
Who are you? What are you?
No.
Some like
Why?
early 30s
No. I need
dude
an
that
email.
doesn't
No,
know how
if you-
social media works, and
Yeah,
so
but
you're asking
who's
people
gonna
email
for
us.
sure when they ask a question? Who's gonna keep sure that they're gonna watch that? Send us an email, okay? And
Send
we'll-
it to Zoom.
Send
Email.
we have Lycos, so
Please go to our GeoCities website at
is
geocities.com/sites/44967/test/is-this-working/imbangium/podcast.
that the Angel Fire site too?
No, Angel Fire is angelfire.com/444445
Okay, I think we got it.
/podcast/us/ua.
.html.
No, /imbangium.htm.
Oh, there you go. Oh, .htm. No
yes,
L.
.htm.
No L. .htm. Okay, that's perfect. But Pokemon.
Yeah, they're 20 years old.
Same age as me.
Oh my God, you were born the day Pokemon came out.
10 days earlier.
10
You were
days
born
earlier.
10 days before Pokemon came out.
February 27th is when
So,
it came out.
so what you're saying is you were conceived while Pokemon was being developed.
You were 1 year old. Oh, I peeked there. I apologize. You were 1 year old when I first caught Pikachu.
I guess so, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Pikachu.
On my Packard Bell on an
Oh, you're
ROM.
right. You were playing on the computer. Completely. It was. We owned a copy, of course.
No,
because that's the only
no,
reason. That's the
no,
only reason why you
no.
can have.
Wait, I wouldn't have been one.
Yeah.
I would have been a month, maybe.
No, we didn't get it till we were back from Montreal. Remember?
Oh.
So and I got the ROM from one of my friends in high school.
And he owned it because the only way that you can play a ROM
No,
legally is if
Okay.
you actually own the media.
yeah, and that's
FBI,
that's
please
great.
don't catch us.
The CIA is looking to try to capture.
No, wait, CSIS.
CSIS. Is it CSIS?
Is it CSIS?
It is CSIS.
CSIS.
It's Canada's.
Security
Spy.
and Information Spies.
Yeah, that's for.
But doesn't SPY stand for something?
no.
No, SPY is short for espionage.
Yes,
That's right.
Yes. No, I had downloaded it. Friend gave it to me, and I started. I got Pokemon Blue as a gift, but I didn't have a Game Boy. so I
Wait.
had to. Yeah.
Was that Christmas?
I think so.
Was
and
that
they got the game, but I didn't have a Game Boy. So
Because the Game Boy was like $100.
more than that. It was like $200.
No, it was $100.
That is more.
The old one. It was more than that. And I got the Game Boy from my cousin, so I was able to play it on the black and white big,
Gray and
one?
purple buttons.
with the green screen, right?
Yeah.
So I started playing that.
Or
Then
you
I
can
got
adjust the contract.
Then I got my first job at 16, and I worked my ass. No, I didn't work my ass off. I waited for my birthday, and I waited for. This is 15 years old. Waited for my birthday. Waited for Christmas. And made sure that I had enough money to buy a Game Boy Color
And Pokemon Yellow?
and Pokemon Yellow.
Because I remember those two
because
came
we
together.
got Pokemon Yellow as another gift.
Yeah.
We didn't have a Game Boy anymore. Everybody like.
Yeah, that's like
Dear future parents, if a kid wants a game, make sure you have the system to buy it.
it hasn't changed much. If you buy a PS4, you don't have a cable. They don't provide you with an
HDMI cable?
No, with that one too.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to buy an HDMI cable separately.
The markup on, considering that I'm part of the AV industry, the markup on an HDMI cable
It's about
is ridiculous.
300% or something.
No, more than that. Like
it's like
1,000%.
okay, so it's because you can purchase a HDMI cable 6 feet about for the industry less than $2.
Yeah, $250, something like that. But it costs
Or
a
you
dollar.
can go to you can go
50 cents.
Future Shop that doesn't exist and purchase Rocket. Shoot, what are they called?
Monster cable,
No, the other one, the one with the fish.
rocket fish.
Is it Rocket Fish?
I think it's rocket fish. I could be wrong. Fact checker. That's what your job is.
Anyway,
anyways,
and you can buy a 6-foot HDMI cable for like $35. So what's the math on that?
Sorry.
35 from $2 to $35. That's 14%.
What?
14%.
Sorry,
That's more than
1,400%.
1,000%.
Yeah, that's more than 1,000%.
1,400%.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And
14,
if
50%.
if you mathematicians out there, you can tweet us at Imbangium and tell us we're wrong.
Don't forget to use the hashtag Am I Doing This Right in Bangium Podcast. I believe that hashtag is about 67 characters, so make sure make sure to keep your messages short.
Is it rainbow fish? No?
I don't know.
Rainbow?
I just searched fish HDMI.
There's
It might type in Rocket HDMI.
it's a regular HDMI except it smells like fish. Welcome to Fish HDMI.
Rocket fish HDMI?
Rocket
There,
Fish.
see, I
It
told
is
you it was
Rocket
Rocket
Fish.
Fish.
Okay.
Yeah, not Rocket Jump.
I thought it was different.
No Freddie Wong on that one.
Anyway, so I was looking at the new Nintendo 3DS 20th anniversary Pokemon edition to buy.
Is that XL?
Yeah, of course. It's an XL version.
Okay, like for me though, I'm like a big guy. So is there an XXL?
No.
Damn it.
Because it's Japanese standards.
Oh, is that, yeah, you're
They
right.
only
You're right. Asian countries, XL is a
XL is a medium.
medium here, right? Yeah. Well, no. Is it nice? What's the color? What's the color scheme?
I wanted to buy it. It's think of it as
a
an
Pokeball.
SNES handheld.
Oh,
That's what it's sort of it's similar. It has a gray color, and then
It has a pink.
The buttons are the red, blue, yellow, and green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's pretty sweet.
but everywhere is sold out and pre-order only, so it's stupid.
Wow. Oh well, yeah. It's collectors right away. Speaking of collectors, Misty has a cosplay. Her name is Felicia Day.
Wait,
Have you seen-
Misty cosplayed as Felicia Day?
no.
That
Felicia Day cosplayed as Misty. Oh, that looks awesome. Google that 20th anniversary out.
Oh, it's
Red and
actually
blue.
it's not an XL.
No, it's just regular.
It's just
Yeah,
a
that's
regular.
regular.
Well, that's sad.
The good thing about the regular ones though is that they all have like faceplates that you can
Yeah,
interchange.
you could switch them.
So you
switch
can
them around.
you can purchase them for like $70 on the Nintendo store
that
because
worth
it's
it?
stupid crazy.
Is it worth the $70
Well, I think I saw something about
for it to gather dust on your mantle?
mine is currently I put
Gathering
in
dust on your mantle.
I put
Mine's in
in-
my backpack.
I put in Bravely Default. I put in Bravely Default and I played about 2 hours of it and this was like 2 weeks ago.
Darian, you got a DS game from Daryl. Did you even turn it on?
I did. I played like maybe an hour of it on the bus.
Sweet.
Well, I don't go on the bus, so
So if I give you Bravely Default, would you play that more than the Overwatch?
Probably.
Bravely Default's really good.
What-
It's
what
a
kind of
very
game is that?
So
It's a
Bravely Default is a
JRPG.
Square Enix game that uses pretty much the same elements as Final
FFX?
Fantasy, not X. No, but the ones
Fantasy X.
when they introduced the job systems that you can switch over.
That's pretty cool.
So Final Fantasy 4,
well, that,
aka Final Fantasy 6.
I really like the fact that they're really bringing this Pokemon thing back, because in March,
Is it March?
Pokemon Go is going to be live on iTunes
Holy crap!
to
Wait,
download on the App Store. It's going to be
and-
ridiculous.
wait,
Is it
wait,
going to be
wait.
iOS
Wait, March,
exclusive in the beginning?
March. But this is important. What day in March?
It is the day when Darian finds out when he fact checks this.
Oh my god! I'm gonna get my walk on.
Yo,
Hang on.
I have to. Yeah.
Are we gonna do a mobile podcast?
We could do like a video series.
We could do a video series of when Pokemon Go comes out, because I can't justify me spending $190 for DSXL. And another-
DSXL is $239.
That's Canadian, right?
Canadian.
Okay. Yeah. I can't justify that, considering I want to buy more stuff for our audio and video production here.
I need new glasses.
But I will spend the money it takes for Pokemon Go.
I'm pretty
gonna
sure it's
be-
free to play.
Is it FTP?
I wouldn't doubt it.
I hope so.
So
wait.
do you know?
You buy to win, though?
No. Shut up.
There's no release date. It only says
No, no, no.
2016.
It only.
Shut
That's
up.
what I thought.
It just says to be
2016.
released in 2016.
No, they said, I heard March.
Okay, hang on.
Smart.
So, do you know of the team that developed Pokemon Go?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the same team that did Ingress.
Yes.
Ingress is a free-to-play game. There is no.
Yes.
Wait, what? I said there's no, and then you guys said yes.
we said yes. We said yes in like a fist pump. Yes.
Anyway, that is a free-to-play game. So then, are we gonna have like weekly adventures? Then are we gonna drive up to
don't know about
Edmonton?
weekly.
I don't know about weekly. Like we discussed
monthly.
We discussed this yesterday. Okay, we can't do this for more than at once every 2 weeks.
No, I'm not talking about the podcast. I'm talking about Pokemon Go.
Anything.
No, anything. We can't do it more than once
Okay,
every
fine,
2 weeks
monthly.
or once a month. Yeah, we'll do one once a. What is that?
Stop moving. A chair stays put.
You know what, Mom and Dad? If you guys don't be quiet up there, we're gonna drop you as sponsors. They might kick us out.
They might kick me out.
They won't let us do the podcast in their basement anymore.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, we could do them once a month.
We'll drive to Edmonton or Jasper or
That
Banff
Wait,
or-
hold on. Okay, I did spend about an hour looking at, and then I ended up looking at Felicia Day pictures as Misty. And
no God. So you want to know how it's gonna work?
okay, but well, I know it's kind of like I've seen the games before where you put you put the screen and it uses the camera, and your little monster is there, and then you have to buy it. But you can it's like a kind of like geohashing. Is that what it's called?
Geotagging.
Geotagging, where if I'm walking down the street, Pikachu's hanging out on the backside of an alley. So what happens if you get into precarious situations. Did they ever think of that?
Well, that's why they have the NDA. That's why they have the end user license agreement that you hit OK when you download, because everybody reads that. Everybody goes through it.
Yeah, I'm right. I read it. I make sure that my lawyer is present when I read that before I click OK.
Also, Darian made a motion with his hand of going like that. I think that's going to be the only purchasing that you can do, because there's going to be a sort of there's going to be they're going to offer a Pokeball like pin that you can have, sort of like your pedometer thing.
Oh
that you had.
yeah.
It's going to be synced
it's
up.
The watch thing.
Yeah, it's going to be synced up to your phone, and it'll understand you like throwing. So that's going to be how it works.
So, well, I mean, like, and there's a goal to get all these Pokemon. Now, the question is, will these Pokemon be regionally locked?
Yes.
Oh, there's a watch too.
Well, it's a wristband.
It's a wristband. That's cool. I already wear my Fitbit, but I will rock that in an instant.
But yeah, so to answer your question, there will be Pokemon you can only catch
in the north,
in certain parts of the world.
Like you have to go all the way up to Iloquit, and
we should do that.
The most northern part of Canada.
We should put our lives. We should put our lives on hold for 1 year.
Yeah,
and
travel
around the world to catch Pokemon. I know for sure that Articuno is going to be up on our North Pole.
No way. Articuno is going to be like south of the southern tip of
Antarctica.
No, southern tip of South America. You know where all the penguins go?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm guessing Moltres is inside
Of
Hawaii.
Oh,
No,
In
absolutely.
Hawaii, for sure. And Zapdos.
Zapdos is going to be near a power plant.
Yeah. It's Chernobyl.
So okay, I'm wow.
okay.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get
We
there.
should be able. We could get into Chernobyl if we wanted to.
I mean, I saw that one Top Gear episode where they had to drive through Chernobyl.
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
I've seen a few. Like Chernobyl interests me so much, and I know for sure we'll find
Anyway,
Electabuzz there.
anyway. Do you think it's going to stick to the original 150? Or do you think they're going to do the entire universe?
I think they're going to do the entire universe.
What are we at? Pre Sun and Moon.
I believe 718.
Man, that's not even an even number.
718 or more to see.
Yeah, that's so wrong.
To be a Pokemon master is my destiny.
So when we go on our 1 year long pause of our life to collect Pokemon,
You know what?
That series is going to be called Road to Pokemon Mastership.
No.
721, actually.
I mean, 721 or more to see.
It's so wrong. I remember College Humor did a Poke Rap that included like 589.
Yeah, they
something
did it.
like that.
649.
Yeah.
649. It was
on
really
them.
good.
Good on them.
And I think they got the same rapper guys.
No, they have they made him sound like that. They made him sound like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they really did a really good job on that one. College Humor, they're my idols, especially Jake and Amir. Again, Jake and Amir, if you're listening, add us to your Headgum Podcast family
Network.
and we will be forever vigilant in creating content for you. But I think that's our time, boys.
That's our time.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about Leonardo DiCaprio and how he's not going to win an Oscar tonight.
Well, that's what's happening right now as we record.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we will say good luck to Leo. We want to make sure that he is prepared for the disappointment.
I know. For the, what is it, the fourth time now, I think?
Yeah. Well, at least he's not going to lose to, an African-American. Oscar's so white.
Ooh.
Oscar's so black.
Hashtag Oscars so human. How about
Oscar's so Asian.
that? Yeah, I know, right? I wonder how many Asian people have been nominated for an Oscar. Has Chow Yun-fat won
I don't think anyone had. I don't know if there's. We haven't fact checked this. This is off topic now.
Can I ask Siri?
But 3 people have won Asian or ethnic character roles as best actor, and they were all Caucasian. That's how
Really?
awesome.
Caucasian?
They were cac Asian, and they won ethnic roles as ethnic roles and yeah, it's pretty funny. What can you do about that? Are you guys still fact checking?
Is Ben Kingsley?
He's Indian.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so he's Asian.
The king from The King and I.
Oh,
He won.
that's cool.
Ben Kingsley. He played Gandhi,
Yeah.
He did play Gandhi.
and he won.
Yes.
In 1982.
Yeah. Well, at least it wasn't a white guy playing Gandhi.
The
Now,
Dark
Ben
Age.
Kingsley should have been Khan, in my honest opinion,
In Star Trek?
in Star Trek Into
I
Darkness.
haven't seen that yet.
What? How? It's been like 3 years.
Is Ben Kingsley Asian?
Ben
I don't know.
Kingsley's
He's in this.
Indian.
He's on this Wikipedia page, so that's it's got to be true.
Yeah, in Wikipedia, it's got to be true. I think we got to end it here, boys.
He's a brown guy.
Yeah.
He's so white.
Yeah, but he's not white.
He looks so white.
Brown guys, so white. Hashtag so white.
Brown guy's so white. Hashtag brown guy's so white.
Thank you again for taking the time out. This is the Imbangium podcast. My name is Brian.
My name is Darian.
And I'm Daryl, and I hope you guys had the reaction we were looking for.
Yes, I'm editing a few things out.
Oh, come on. Get it? Because